Bless me, YouTube dippers, for I have sinned. It has been more than 2 weeks since my last dip video. Hey guys, it's Uncle Keith, Adirondack Blue Collar, back for another dip vid. It's been a couple weeks, apologize for that, but let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do another segment of Dip Smart today, and up until now we've been really talking about this warning on our cans right here. Warning, this product may cause gum disease and tooth loss. Of course, we all know that there's another warning on our cans. Warning, this product may cause mouth cancer. And the chemical that's mostly been linked to the mouth cancer is not only in dip, but in cigarettes and cigars and all other tobacco products. And that's a chemical called TSNA, tobacco specific nitrosamines. And there's been 3 kind of big studies in the last 8 or 9 years that have tried to research the levels of TSNA in different dip products. And the first one was done in 2001 by the Massachusetts Department of Public Health, and we're going to talk about that one today. Oh, dip. That'd be good to do in a dip video, wouldn't it? Timberwolf long cut straight, no surprise. And in a little while you might understand that a little bit better. Maybe another dip or 2 left. Bitter is caffeine-free Diet Coke, and the beverage is caffeine-free Diet Pepsi. Prefer Coke, Pepsi was on sale. So getting back to the 2001 study from the Massachusetts Department of Health, they did their study on Eton, which is a Swedish snus made by Swedish Match. Very low levels of TSNA, and kind of the baseline, what they were comparing things to, relatively safe product. They also did studies on included in their study Timberwolf, Kodiak, Copenhagen, Skoal, and Silver Creek from Swisher. Timberwolf was the lowest of the American products. Its total TSNA level was 7.5, and I'm not sure if these numbers are important in and of themselves, other than that the lower the number, the less chemical that's in them. What I'm really more interested at this point is the comparisons. Kodiak was next with 16.6, so it had about twice as much TSNA in it as Timberwolf did. Copenhagen was third. It had 41.1 total TSNA in their product, 5.5 times the amount of TSNA as Timberwolf. Skoal jumped to 64 parts, or 8.5 times the amount of TSNA in Timberwolf, and Silver Creek was 127.9, 17 times the amount of TSNA in Timberwolf. In other words, you could dip 17 tins of TSNA and get the same amount of exposure as you do in 1 tin of Silver Creek. So, needless to say, I'm not going to be dipping Silver Creek anytime soon. I will mention that since this study, Cope and Skoll have changed their products a little, and they have had reductions in their TSNA levels, and we'll talk about that in another video. A couple of interesting things about this study was that they were very careful to get all of their products from one lot. They had I think 10 cans of each product, so they mixed them all together, but they made sure that they're all in one lot. And that's important because this is the only one of the 3 studies that also tested the TSNA levels over time. They tested it when it was new, when it had been on the shelf for 2 months, again at 4 months, and again at 6 months. And there wasn't any significant change in the TSNA levels in Timberwolf or Kodiak, but Copenhagen, the TSNA level more than doubled. It was 137% increase in the TSNA level at the end of 6 months. And Skoll increased 20%. Silver Creek, again, it was already really high. It increased 9%. And they attribute the TSNA levels to the differences in the way that the products are manufactured. So, you've noticed by now that I'm usually dipping Timberwolf, and this study had a lot to do with that decision. Do I enjoy it as much as Cope? No, but it's about half the price, and 2, the TSNA level is significantly less. You've also probably, if you've talked to me on Stickum or chatted with me, know that Kodiak is kind of my second dip of choice. Not saying I don't dip Cope and Skoll, I do, but Cope especially is kind of a treat. Cope is a real enjoyable experience dipping it, and so it's kind of a treat. Okay, enough for Dip Smart. You probably noticed that I've changed my look a little bit. I shaved the goatee down to a biker stash this week. That was Nick's, Grizchaw's idea. He's been kind of at me for a couple of weeks to do it, so finally got it done this week. Let me know what you think. Oh, speaking of which, I meant to put this on in the background. I'm not going to shout out all my regular buddies this time. You guys all know who you are. I'd like to take a little bit of time, we're running out of time here, to shout out some newer guys that I've subscribed to recently. PSE Archer, with 2 R's at the end. 740 Dipper, he's a pretty new guy, and he's made some really good vids. Check him out. Nothing But Long Cut, that's Sean 653's new account. We got another PSE out there, PSE Bowhunter 19. A guy that I just watched for the first time tonight, Skull Sultan. It was a pretty good vid, check him out. JRad 900. Hardrider 2, older guy, he's been around for a while, but I just subscribed to him. Really enjoyed his videos. And Screamer Pro 911 is back making videos. I always enjoy his vids. Real quick, probably most of you know that Jack No Coke made a farewell video. We're hoping that it's not really his last. sorry guys, the timer on my cam stopped. We'll try and put these two vids together real quick. Like I said, we're hoping that it really isn't Jack No Coke's farewell video, but that's his decision. So Dan Dog made some good points in his last video. If you haven't seen it, check it out. You know, we all enjoy getting comments, getting views, getting comments, having subscribers. So you know, it takes a while to put these videos together. If you enjoyed it, take 30 seconds and say at least say good vid got bud or something. And even nicer if you take a few more seconds, maybe a minute or so, and type out a comment about something that you enjoyed, particularly enjoyed in the video. Okay guys, I'm almost at 11 minutes if I can get these two vids together. So 80K blue collar, dip smart guys.